Hello and welcome to this tutorial created by GDC Creations. My name's Ryan, and I'm going to be assisting you today with creating a patch stick to hack your Apple TV. Now the software we'll be using today for this patch stick was created by a company called Patchstick.ca. And the first thing we're going to want to do is download the software from their website. So why don't you go ahead and open your browser to Patchstick.ca and we can continue to download it. Now I have already got my browser open to their website, and you'll notice here that this is their main page. Now on their main page at the very top, you're going to see Patchstick 3.0 software and plugins. At the very bottom there's one that says free to try. Let's go ahead and click on that to download the free software. Once we've clicked onto that, it's going to take us to the wiki page for Patchstick. Now on this website here, you will see a link to the Patchstick Builder. That's actually the software we will use to create our Patchstick. Once you've clicked on that link, it's going to take you to a basically general information about it. I want you to notice here that you are required to have 2 gigs of free drive space, as well as the USB thumb drive that you'll need for this Patchstick has to be at least 124. I'm going to be using a 1 gig chip today, so we'll go ahead and start with the download of this software. Now you'll go ahead and click on this link here called Download Locations to get to the external download site. Now on this external download site, you'll see click here to download. You'll go ahead and click on it and your download will start. Now to save time for this tutorial, I have already downloaded this file, so I am not going to download it. Instead, I'm just going to close out of these windows. Now if you have not noticed, I am using a Mac computer today. The operating system I am running is Apple's newest 10.6 Snow Leopard, so this software is compatible with Snow Leopard. Now I've downloaded my location to the desktop to make this easy to find. If you notice, yours may be stored in a different location. At this time, I'd like you to go ahead and open the folder. In this folder, you will see 2 different versions of the software. One, which is patchstickbuilder.exe, and one that just says Patchstick Builder with an icon. Now, if you're not familiar with the Mac and PC operating systems, PCs require a .exe, and Macs use a different file system completely. Since we're using a Mac, we're going to go ahead and launch the Patchstick Builder. At this time, I already have it running, so I'm going to go ahead and click on mine that's in my dock. Now your screen may not look exactly like this, so I will also go ahead and open up a screen in a second of what yours will look like. The first thing you'll have to do is click on Download Firmware Image. When you do this, it's going to ask you for the URL. Go ahead and just leave it completely alone and click OK. Now for me, I have already created this and saved this firmware file. So I'm going to go ahead and say no. But you would get a screen that looks like this. And you will let this download. Now this download can take anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes, depending on your internet speed. So the next thing we're going to do is, now that we have it all downloaded, and you'll notice right here at the top it says the file name .dmg. That's just to verify that the file is okay. So next thing we're going to do is we want to select our device that we're going to use for the Patchstick. Now if you notice, by clicking here you don't see it at all. I currently haven't added my thumb drive, so I'm going to go ahead and stick it in my computer right now. And in a matter of seconds we should see it mounted to my desktop. And there it is. If you notice, if I come back here and click it, it's not going to show it to me. I must first hit Refresh Device List. Now that I've done that, it went ahead and found my file. So I'm going to go ahead now and simply click Create Patchstick. Now if you notice, it's going to go ahead and mount some files, and then it will say my Patchstick will write to this device, do I want to continue? Of course I want to continue. Basically that's telling me it's going to format my drive. So that's fine with me. It is now going ahead and writing the files to my drive. Remember, depending on your computer's processor speed and RAM, this process may take a few minutes. Okay, so now we have successfully created our patchstick. If you notice it, please eject before removing. They are asking us to make sure we eject our drive. So I'm going to go ahead and click OK, and I'm going to close out of the Patchstick Builder. Now if you notice, there is no volume on my desktop. So I'm going to have to go ahead and open up the Utilities folder to get this. So I'm going to go ahead and open the Utility folder now. Now that I'm in the Utility folder, I'm going to go ahead and open up my Disk Utility. Now Disk Utility shows you all the volumes on your drive. If you notice, there's my thumb drive right here, and the two partitions they created are grayed out. Now that just means that the partitions are not mountable. So don't worry about it. Just go ahead and click on the main name and hit the eject key. There we go. We have now ejected our drive. I'm going to disconnect it from our USB port. And now we are ready to go and connect it to our Apple TV. The next tutorial that we will be creating is actually the physical process of hacking your Apple TV. So please stay tuned for our next tutorial.